Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and before we jump into episode 100 of Blueprint Review, I wanted to go ahead and come out with a little bit of a quick disclaimer, talking to you guys about the organization of this video. As you guys know with my Blueprint Review videos that cover bundles, the first episode of Blueprint Review, I cover the bundle itself, everything that's in it, and then I jump into the inspect, then the gameplay, then the review, and then in the next episode, I cover the inspect, gameplay review, and then finally the bundle overview and whether or not it's worth it. And when I originally set out to make this video, I was going to do it like a bunch of Blueprint Review videos slapped into one, but after thinking about it, I recorded this video through multiple days, everything like that. I decided that it would be best if I, instead of doing that, just did everything grouped into one portion. So the first part of the video is going to be obviously the intro, but then we're going to go into inspects of the weapon and the blueprints and everything like that, all of them. Then we're going to be jumping into all of the gameplays, then we're going to be jumping into all of the reviews, and then we're going to be jumping into all of the bundles and the bundle overviews, all thrown into one, because you guys don't need to see the bundle twice per video, and also it just kind of makes a little bit more sense from an editing standpoint, number one, but also a video flow standpoint for number two. So also there's going to be some weird times where I say, and I'll see you guys all in 2 seconds for the gameplay, even though it'll be the next inspect or the next gameplay or the next review, etc, etc. So I apologize for the weird edits, but I just came up with this idea right as I was recording this video. But anyways, this is a massive video. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say in the intro right now because it doesn't make any sense. But anyways, I hope you guys go to enjoy this video, and yeah, I will see you guys very, very shortly. Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and welcome back to another Black Ops Cold War video. Today, we are back with one of my biggest videos here on the channel in the past, well, for as long as I've been doing YouTube. Today, we are back with episode 100 of Blueprint Review. I am pre-recording this video, so as you guys can tell, in this video, I've been sick, or I'm still getting over my cold, but in like the previous bundles, I probably won't be sick anymore, and so on and so on. But yeah, this is going to be my biggest video yet for this series. Today, we are going to be playing with and reviewing 5 different bundles. You guys heard me right, 5 different bundles. How I'm going to be doing this video is I'm not going to go through every single bundle right now in this intro screen. I'm going to do it like 5 different individual Blueprint Review videos. So I'm going to open up the first bundle, go through everything that's in it, and then play the 2 games with those weapons, and then review the bundle and the blueprints themselves. Then I'm going to move on to the next bundle. So but I'm going to go through the bundles that I am going to be using in this video right now. So the very, very first bundle that we're going to be covering here is the Montezuma's Curse Mastercraft bundle. This was added quite a while ago, probably, you know, month maybe 5 or 6 of Black Ops Cold War's life cycle. Pretty cool. Next bundle that we're going to be using is the Reactive Maxis Operator bundle, which you guys can see right here. Then we're going to be using the Biker Babes Reactive bundle, which you guys can see right here as well. Then we're going to be jumping over and using the Tracer Pack Runic Demise. And then finally, we're going to be using the Firestorm Mastercraft Maxis bundles. So lots and lots and lots of videos. This is going to be a long video. I know it is, but there's going to be timestamps about every bundle, every blueprint, every review, everything like that is going to be all thrown in one video in the description. So if you guys care more about one bundle than others, you guys can go ahead and go there. So the reason that I picked 2 Mastercrafts, 2 Reactives, and then I did a Tracer Pack was because originally what I was going to do is I was going to be doing 2 Mastercrafts and then 2 Reactives, but then I also bought this bundle because I was like kind of running out of Mastercrafts to use, so I decided that I was going to get a Tracer Pack bundle as well. So lots and lots and lots of stuff to cover here. So anyways, I just want to do a quick intro to tell you guys about how this video is going to work. You guys can already see all the timestamps down below. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into the Montezuma's Curse Mastercraft bundle first here in this video, or in this portion of the video, and then of course maybe in a different recording session or however I'm going to do this, we'll jump into the next bundles. Alright guys, so welcome into the game. Here's a look at the Mayan Malediction Mastercraft blueprint. So I'm going to go ahead and inspect it right now. And unfortunately it does not have never mind, I spoke too soon. Here is the unique inspect. I mean, it started off as the same, but now it's, of course, its own unique one, which is pretty cool. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into the gameplay now. Hopefully we can do well. The Bullfrog is actually secretly one of my favorite SMGs in the game, and I will see you guys all in the gameplay. Alright guys, and welcome into the game. You're taking a look at the non-reactive blueprints that are part of the Biker Babes reactive bundle. So as you guys can see, it was kind of a weird cut. This is probably later on in the video, because I will say this at the very beginning of the video. I mean, this probably sounds really confusing to you guys, but as I've been making and recording this video, I decided that it would probably be best to have all of the gameplays first. So every single blueprint in this entire video, gameplays go first. Then, after I have all of the gameplays, we're going to jump into the reviews of every single blueprint that we've been covering today. And then once that is done, we're going to jump into the overview, we're going to do the inspects first, all of the inspects of every single blueprint. Then we're going to be jumping into the gameplays of every blueprint. Then we're going to be jumping into the reviews of every blueprint. And then we're going to be talking about every single bundle at the very end of the video. So that's how I'm going to end up editing everything together. So this should be like not too late in the video, but I'm assuming I did put a disclaimer in at the beginning of the video, inspecting and with talking about everything that I just talked about here in this portion. But anyways, you're taking a look at the silent collision and the violent crash blueprints, part of the Biker Babes reactive bundle. Obviously, I'm not using the reactive blueprint here in this gameplay right now, because it changes in the gameplay itself. So there's no point in showing it here, but these ones do not. So these are the two bundles that come with the bundle besides the reactive one, which is pretty cool. There is a look at the MP5 blueprint, and here's the look at the M60 blueprint, which is very, very, very cool looking. But anyways, hopefully we can jump into the gameplays with these blueprints and do well. But obviously we're going to show you guys the next inspect of the next blueprints, and I'll see you guys all there. Alright guys, and welcome into the game. You're taking a look at the Natural Wonder and the Decomposer blueprints, part of the Runic Tracer Pack, Runic Demise Tracer Pack bundle. Here is the QBZ blueprint, which looks pretty darn cool. Again, more details in the review. And then here is the Decomposer blueprint for the MP5, which you guys can see right here once again. But anyways, I'm not showing the shotgun here in this gameplay, but don't worry guys, when we get into the actual physical gameplays, I will show you guys the shotgun. We'll get some kills with it and everything like that. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into the gameplay now. Hopefully we can do well. I'm actually pretty excited to use the QBZ blueprint because it's a pretty darn good AR. I'll see you guys all in the gameplay. Alright guys, and welcome into bundle number 5. Today we're taking a look at the Phoenix Inferno Mastercraft blueprint for the QBZ. This is the final blueprint of today's video. I don't know how long this video is, but if you guys have watched the whole thing, both inspects, gameplay, reviews, and bundle overviews, you guys are insane, and I can't thank you guys enough. But anyways, obviously because this is a Mastercraft, we're finishing this video off with a bang with an awesome Mastercraft blueprint, which has a unique inspect, which I'm going to show you guys here in a second. So let's go ahead and take a look at the unique inspect of this blueprint. Dang, that is so cool. Let's show you this. Let's do that one again. Let me see if I can get a better view of the Phoenix. See if that one does it. A little bit. Let me go ahead and head over here into the hangar. I think that might be a better place to take a look at this inspect. In kind of a dark room. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. Let's go ahead and head in here. And see if we can see the Phoenix in its entirety, high quality form. Not really. Doesn't improve it too much. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into the gameplay now with this blueprint. Actually, being that this is the last blueprint that we're using in today's video, we're probably going to be jumping into my very first blueprint gameplay right now. It's all funny, but anyways, hopefully you guys go to enjoy all of the gameplays of every blueprint here within this video. And I'll see you guys all in the gameplay using the blueprints. Alright guys, and welcome into the game. We are playing some domination on Miami Strike. Hopefully we can do well. Now, as you guys can see, I did join a tiny bit late, but that's because whenever I play 12v12, I always have to wait, like, for a little bit for the texture glitches to go away. You thought the texture glitches were bad in 6v6? And 12v12, they're a whole nother level of bad. But anyways, hopefully we can do well. Now, I did originally set out to get a 3 KD goal with every single blueprint I use. But I think that what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to have the minimum be a 2. Obviously, if I get a 3 or better, that's obviously a really good thing. But for my sanity's sake, and for time's sake, I'm just going to... Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. For time and sanity's sake, I'm just going to try and get a 2 KD every blueprint instead of a 3, because that would just be so much recording. And I mean, I want the video to be really good and high quality, but I also have to take into account the time that I have and everything like that. So 2 KD minimum. Obviously, anything better is what I will happily take. But anyways, I want the gameplay to be good, because you guys deserve it for showing so much support for 100 episodes of this series. I started this series back in Modern Warfare and really took it off here in Black Ops Cold War. And without this series, I don't think my channel would be very relevant. So thank you guys all for your support. You guys deserve a huge video, a huge special video. And hopefully I can deliver on some pretty good gameplay for you guys. That is 100% the goal. Darn it, man. Shot in the back. That always sucks when that happens. Now, for some reason, they're capturing C. Gotta control that recoil. This blueprint's got a task force barrel on it, so I gotta pull down on that aiming stick. Thank you. This was a no-scope. It has to be. There's no way it wasn't. Yep. Always a no-scope. That shows you guys how easy snipers are to use in this game. Okay, never mind. You just gotta be competent enough to hip fire. You can pretty much win any gunfight. Alright, let me go ahead and push forward here. See if I can get any of these guys. Thank you. There's 2 guys down. Dang it, why did I do that, man? I need to heal. I need to not just run and sprint all over the place, even though I'm weak. That was dumb. I apologize for that. Alright. Little bit of a rough start. Oh my gosh, dude. What is with all these LMG campers, man? People don't like to move around in Call of Duty. It doesn't matter if there's double the amount of players as regular modes. People still refuse to move. Dang it. These guys are camping a lot. A lot. I'm gonna have to mix up my playstyle a little. Alright, let's get that guy down. Predator X, where are you? 22 and 4, camping like a baby. You know, I can't say I'm surprised. Camping for KD doesn't mean you're a good player. It just means you're patient. That's literally all that means. More campers. I don't know how these guys are having fun. Alright, well, 18 and 10 first half, not too bad. We definitely need to get a better score going, but yeah, I mean, what do you do? When people camp, there's just not a whole lot you can really do. It's unfortunate, but, you know, we can jump into this next half and do better, I'm sure. Just gotta get behind these guys. Man, this guy's sure having an easy time. But, I mean, this is ground war, so I'm not surprised to see a bunch of snipers. That was a weird bug. Alright, well, let's jump into this next game here. Or this next round here, I should say. Hopefully we can do pretty well. I'm gonna run straight in. No chill. That was about the easiest triple kill I've ever gotten in my whole life. And then I get sniped. It was a headshot, of course, because it's so easy to snipe in Call of Duty. That was a headshot somehow. Somehow that was a headshot. He shot me in the center of mass, but got a headshot somehow. I don't understand the sniper logic in COD. I've never have. Sorry, teammate. Jeez, man. Another triple. Another triple kill. That bumped us right up to a 2 KD. But I'm dying too much, man. Darn it, snipers, dude. Snipers are always killing me. You guys know this by now. You guys know this. Snipers are the bane of my existence. They just kill me all the freaking time. And I walked right into a thermal LMG. No! That was a terrible spawn. Thanks, game. I appreciate it. Okay, let me get back over this way. As long as I stay away from the street, I'm fine. Nice try, buddy. Thank you. Alright, now I have my sniper of choice, the hand cannon. Alright, let me get really good hand cannon usage. Here, I wasted it. I shot like a dummy. No! Darn it! He got me with the shotgun. I'm gonna call this in there, there, and there. Hopefully that gets one. Alright, got two. Perfect. That's the minimum I'll ask for. Is 2 kills. Or else 1 kill. Okay, I stood no chance. I don't stand a chance against QXAH. Don't stand a chance. He's gonna snipe me all day long. Okay, shooting in smoke is pointless. Thank you. Okay, let me go back around here. Nice try, buddy. No. Oh my gosh. Snipers, snipers, snipers. Jeez, man. And then I got killed by that thermal sniper again. Thermal sniper again. It's always the thermal snipers or the LMGs. Okay, who wants some of this? Enough camping for you, my friend. He's still spawning over here? Yep, there's one guy. Oh my gosh, that was close. The hip fire on this thing is super, super good. There's some more guys down. Oh my gosh, if that guy killed me. World's most embarrassing death. Going in with the pistolas to end the game. Okay, I should have time to... Oh, never mind, I am fully reloaded. Yes! And on a merciless? Yep. Keep going. Keep going on a streak. 54 and 20. Unfortunately, can't pull out the 3 KD. But anyways, that was a very crazy ending. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that gameplay. That was a lot of fun. Definitely did pretty well there. But anyways, normally, as you guys know in these videos, I jump into the review of the blueprint right now. But instead, we're going to be jumping into the gameplay with the AUG blueprint. So I will see you guys all there. Alright guys, so welcome into the game. Here's a look at the Aztec Assassin blueprint for the AUG, which you guys can see right here. I actually decided that what I'm going to be doing when I inspect the blueprints is I'm actually going to use them. Or I'm actually going to do both of the blueprints within the inspect, not just one at a time. But I forgot to do that with this first bundle, so yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, hopefully we can do well. We're playing some hardpoint on Rush this time. And for those of you guys who have been around since Black Ops Cold War first came out, you guys would know and remember that the AUG was probably the best weapon in the game when this game first started out. I mean, it would absolutely destroy everyone. But then it got nerfed, and now it's just kind of... Well, actually, it's kind of barely used now. The M16 is used a lot more than this one now. Unfortunately... Okay, run. Unfortunately, Rush... is not the best map in the world for this weapon. Okay, run. I'm very lucky I didn't get stuck there. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Camping sniper. Sitting right there. Let me go. Wow, that was very close. Hip fire. Nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Oh my goodness, okay. This blueprint feels a little bit slow at the moment. No, man. Gosh darn it. Oh, also, I think it's worth mentioning as well that in these videos, I will not be reviewing the secondaries. So if there's a secondary blueprint within a bundle, I won't be reviewing that one. I'm just going to review the primary ones because those are the ones that make the most sense to me to review and use. Watch out. Dang it, man. This thing doesn't have a stock. I can definitely tell. Feels a little bit too sluggish. Wow. That was a horrible spawn. I don't really want to fight an LMG. Ooh, that was close. Dang it, man. This map is insane for these weapons. Come on, please push. Please. Fine, I'll lure you out. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I didn't want to die. No. Man, that is just Call of Duty luck. Run right. Oh, watch out. Run face first into a Semtex. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Alright, we need to get 3 kills without dying. Then we're going to be back up at a 2 KD. Darn it, stupid smoke. There's so much smoke spam in 12v12. Oh my gosh. That was so close. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh my gosh, man. That guy's been camping there all game, I guarantee it. I mean, look at the smoke spam. There's just smoke everywhere. All over the place. Man, this is a weird blueprint to use, man. Normally, I'm just so used to having a stock on these blueprints that it's weird not having a stock, especially on a tactical rifle. I mean, like with an AR, you can kind of go without a stock on your on an AR. I mean, it's not like the most important thing in the world. I mean, God, the smoke spam. Teammates, stop throwing smokes. It doesn't help anyone, and in fact, it hurts us more than hurts a lot of us more than helps us. I mean, it really only helps you out if you're using a... Oh my gosh. Just got a triple kill. That was like the easiest triple kill ever. Okay, let's throw that grenade back in there. Come on. Okay, let's go back over this way. It's a little bit too crazy over there for me. For my liking. I want to see this. At least he aimed. At least he aimed in. He didn't just quickscope me. Or no-scope me. He actually aimed, so I respect it. Quickscoping to me and no-scoping just is more luck than skill, in my opinion. It always has. It just has always been that way to me.
Hostile artillery targeting active. Net call. Incoming artillery.
Watch out. Easy, easy, easy. Alright, let me go back over this way. Dang it, man. We're not going to get the 2 KD in this gameplay. I apologize. I mean it's not over yet, but it's not going to be any easy task to get a 2 KD, though. Especially because I can't really find anyone. Back up real quick. Oh my gosh, that was so lucky. Nice. Got that guy down. Let's get back. I'm focusing. You guys can probably tell I'm focusing. Nice. There's some streaks. There's all of my streaks. And I'm dead. That's alright though. Our streaks should pull us back up to 2 KD. Yep, there's 3 guys with that. Oh, come on, go in. I expected a lot more than 2. Man, did I get disappointed. I saw their whole team there, and I'm like, I'm going to get 10 people with this thing. Nope, I got 2. Oh my gosh. What? No way. No way. No way. I am not sure how that missed. In my opinion... Oh my gosh, yeah, no way I'm gonna kill that guy. I'm gonna go. Dang it, man. Alright. I can die. Woo! Man, that was another intense game, but we managed to get the 2 KD there as well. Well, anyway, guys, that is going to do it for the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed both gameplays with the Montezuma Mastercraft bundle, but now we're going to go ahead and jump to the double review of both of these blueprints, and I'll see you guys all there. Alright guys, so welcome into the game. You're playing some TDM on Collateral Strike. Here's what the base version of the Z74U looks like. It says Slayer and has some pictures of some zombies on it. Looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. I am using both the sticker and the weapon charm on this blueprint. So we'll change every 6, 9, and 12 kills. I always have a problem with that mantle up spot. There's 2 guys there. Thank you very much. But, wow, hello. That guy's a sniper. Run away. Every time I see a sniper in this game, I'm just gonna run away. From just now on, whenever I see a sniper, I'm just gonna run away. Because, I mean, you guys know how I fare against snipers. I always die to them, so I'm just gonna leave them alone. But here's the first version of the blueprint. Turns black and then has this like green blood splatter to it. Nice. There is another guy down. This is the first lobby I've been in like an hour. I haven't been recording this game for an hour, but I have been playing Black Ops Cold War for an hour. This is the first game in like an hour, or in like an hour and a half, where there's no Master Prestiges in the lobby. This is the first lobby. Crazy. Okay, well, let's go ahead and head back inside. I think there's... Wow. Okay, thank God that guy got a hit marker. Look out, teammate. Alright, here's the second version, which I'm not going to show you yet because we're going to die if I do. Beautiful. There's my care package. So here's the second version. Turns orange and yellow. Looks pretty darn cool, especially when it actually turns HD, which it's HD right now. And there's my 1 shotgun kill of the gameplay that I wanted to get. Alright, things are going well so far for us. Look at the AK-74U. It's just disgusting, man. It's honestly just a disgusting weapon. Alright, let's go ahead and call in the hand cannon here. There's the cruise missile. Just running away. Guy's not going to chase. Fair enough. There's another guy down. Wow. Okay, got the merciless. There we go. Now I'm never going to miss that jump up again, now that I actually know how to do it. You just got to go up like right. What? The hand cannon is glitched. I swear, man. How did that shot miss? Like, I actually want to know. I'm genuinely confused about how that shot missed. And then that one hit. Weird. I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But man, do I love Collateral Strike. It's just... It's a really good map, man. It is a really good map. We're 19-1. That is not bad at all. Alright, let's go ahead and call in our cruise missile. There's a couple guys there. And I failed. I failed. No. No. And shot in the back. It's alright, though. No big deal. Let's go ahead and call in our care package. Hopefully we get something good out of it. But I really like the emblem with this calling card. Or with this bundle. It's really, really good. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Enemy attack helo above.
Okay, it's just a UAV. Oh, my gosh. That was a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. That guy was feeding with the hand cannon. Thank you. There's another guy down as well. I think there's somebody in this corner. Oh, there was someone in that corner, but he left. He ran away. Okay, there's another guy down as well. Beautiful. 5 streak. This weapon is putting in that work. You'll love to see it. Okay, spawns have flipped again. Spawns do flip very fast, just like Black Ops 4's TDM. Nice. There's another hand cannon. Go ahead and call it in. Why not? Nice. Let's go. And there's another set of streaks. No, shot in the back again. All right, let's call these in all. All right, 32 and 3. All right, I'm gonna try to not die again. There we go. Calling the care package. Because you guys know how much the 10 KD is, like the KD that is just a good that is just the gameplay that people always try to get in this game. All right, what you gonna give me? Care package, counter spy plane. Wow, thanks game, I appreciate it. I put in work, and you give me a UAV and a counter UAV. I mean, I guess it helps my team, so it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Don't stop shooting, Kyle. That was a fail and a half almost. All right, we should be good. We have one more kill left in the game, and I'm going to get it. There we go, guys. 37 and 3 for the gameplay with the Z74U blueprint. I really hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay. That was a lot of fun there. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. I don't know why I say that all the time. I just kind of have like a system whenever I make these videos. But anyways, I will see you guys all in 2 seconds to go ahead and both review the blueprint and the bundles. I'll see you guys in 2 seconds. Alright guys, and welcome into the game. We are using the Clutch Play Reactive blueprint for the CRV2, which is, I think, the first or the second blueprint of this weapon, which is pretty crazy. But here's what the base version looks like of this blueprint. Obviously, it changes every 6, 9, and 12 kills. So for our first 3 kills, it'll be this basic version, which is pretty cool. Now, the CARV12, or the CARV2, is actually a pretty darn good weapon in this game. It's a spam tactical rifle, but if you catch people and you're accurate, this thing can go absolutely ham. It's pretty darn good, but we'll see how this blueprint is. I haven't seen the attachments or anything with it. I'm just using it for what it is, never using it before. I should really help my teammate out on B. I'm going to help him out on B. Again, as you guys know, I don't really care about winning too much. I just care about KD. But, oh, what the heck? Alright, nice. They keep getting on B. No, dang it, man. There's just too many. All right, anyways, here's what the second version of the blueprint looks like. This is at 6 kills, or 3 kills. It looks pretty darn cool, not going to lie. Nice, got that guy down as well. Dang it, man. Guy camping right there. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Let's see if we can get him. What gun is he using? MG82, really? Huh. I'm spraying. Okay, time to run away. Time to run away. You know, if you do something once and you die, and you do something again and you die, then the third time, it's kind of on you. I mean, the second time, it's technically on you for dying to that person, but I'm not going to go back there a third time and die again. That would be really dumb. And the sniper bad luck continues in this video series. Okay. Nice. Here's what the second version looks like. I'll show it to you guys when I die. Come on. I know you went into that corner. There we go. Here's what the second version looks like. Let me just show you guys real quick because it's going to change if I get one more kill. Now it's a pink color. Looks pretty cool. Nice. And now we have unlocked the final version of it. Oh my gosh. What? Just got ourselves a freaking triple kill. Oh my gosh. Here's what the final version looks like. Really, really cool looking. I like that a lot. It's blue with stars now. I'm liking it. I like it quite a bit. There we go. Oh my gosh, man. We're going in with this thing so far. You'll love to see it. 15-6, not too bad. We're also rocking the first of 2 calling cards that you unlock with this blueprint, which is pretty cool. I mean, I had to let him get C, unfortunately, right there. All right, I'm going to go with my shotgun here. Beautiful. Let's go. All right. Go ahead and call... Nope, not that. Wrong thing. Why can't I call my care package over here? Okay. I don't know why I can't call in my care package. But I'll call it in here in a second. I just want to get rid of that guy. There we go. And let me go ahead and call this care package in right here. I don't know. Gonna get a vantage point, though, so that I can keep an eye out on it so it doesn't get stolen. Okay, napalm strike. If he dies, it's not the end of the world, but I would rather not. I'd rather not die. If it can be that way. Okay, let me head over here. Nope. There's a guy way over there, but he's down and out. More people. And there we go. First half, 23-6. Not too bad at all. With this blueprint, it's pretty darn good, man. It is a pretty darn good blueprint. I am having a really, really good time. I think we got ourselves play of the game as well. But yeah, I think I mentioned it already, but I'm using 1 of 2 calling cards that come with this blueprint in this first gameplay right here. But I think the thing I like so much about the CRV2, or the Carve 2, is that, I mean, it's got something about it that I just like. I think it's the fact that you can kind of spray it a little bit, and it's really, really accurate, and does a lot of damage. I just don't use the weapon that much for some reason. I should use it a lot more when I play this game, but anyways, and now that I have the reactive blueprint, I can see myself using this thing a lot. Let's go ahead and call in my napalm strike right now. Let's drop it straight on B. And there's 3 people. You'll love to see it. All right, let's go ahead and call in my hand cannon now. Guys are probably going to be right there. There's one guy. And dang it, man. I'm going to switch to the war machine. When I have a second, I'm going to switch to the war machine, because the hand cannon has not been my friend lately. Man, when Season 5 goes live, though, I'm going to be using the flamethrower so much. It's still going to be the worst specialist weapon, or the worst specialist kill streak. Well, probably not the worst. The second worst. Because it's only going to have 1 range to it. But, or it's going to only be able to be used from up close. The war machine can be used from long range, short range, whatever. But I'm still going to use it because it's going to be really fun to use. But I think my teammate got him. Yeah, my teammate got him. Good job, teammate. Good job, teammate. We don't like camping snipers around here. Come on. Oh, goodness. How did this guy kill me? I have to see this kill cam. Okay. Sure. Sure, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Sure. Sure. Okay. Definitely was showing myself there. For that guy to get a headshot. Totally was showing myself there. That's just crazy to me, but whatever, man. It's fine. No big deal. Alright, let's see. These guys should be... Oh my gosh, man. This blueprint, man, is pretty good. Somehow I'm not doing better than a 3 KD right now, though. I've been getting a lot of dumb deaths, though. That's probably why. Thank you. I do kind of wish, though, that... Okay. Run. Run away. Don't kill. Don't kill me. Oh. Almost got that guy as well. I want to see this kill cam. Dang it. I mean, at least he zoomed in. I guess I can't really get that annoyed because he did zoom in, but...
Losing B.
Snipers, man. Snipers. Thank you. See if they're still on B. I'm going to throw that over there. And these guys should be back over this way. I'm thinking. What happened? And then he got... Oh my gosh, that guy got so destroyed.
Bravo.
Oh my gosh. That's what I like. Man, this weapon. That's what I like about it. It's like the head glitch killer.
Hostile care
Where did this guy come from? Dang it, man. He jumped off of there. Dang it. Or he mantled over that wall and got behind me. That's unfortunate. What? Attack chopper. This thing's going to get shot down in like a half a second. But, you know what? I'll still call it in. Again, I have to remember that when you call this chopper in, you have to call it in one place for it to hover. So I'm going to call it in right here. Again, it's probably going to get shot down in half a second. But, you know what? It is what it is, because it was a free attack chopper, so it's fine if it gets shot down. I don't really care that much. Nice. No, gosh darn it, man. Got 2 kills, wow. An attack chopper that actually gets kills. Unbelievable.
Care package above. Hostile sentry turret active.
The attack chopper, man, is just such a joke streak in this game. And there it goes.
Cruise missile inbound.
Okay.
Losing Bravo. Taking Charlie.
No, I'm dead. Dang it, man. What am I doing? What am I doing, man? What am I doing? Seriously. Seriously, what am I doing? Come on.
Fight to your last breath. Take this back.
Come on, man. No more dying. I don't want to die again if I can help it. I'd rather not die again the rest of this match. There we go. And there we go. 49-16 gameplay there with the reactive blueprint. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And as I said in my disclaimer, earlier in the video, when the video started, I'm going to be jumping now straight into the second gameplay with the other blueprints of this bundle, and I'll see you guys all there. Alright guys, and welcome into game number 2. We are using the Silent Collision blueprint for the MP5. Hopefully we can do well. Blueprint number 2 of the Biker Babes reactive bundle. Now, I have a big feeling that this video is actually going to end up being split into 2 parts. We'll have to see, but it's looking very likely that this is going to be a 2-part episode 100, which doesn't really make that much sense, but I think I bit off a little bit more than I can chew with this video. Not that I'm saying that with the gameplay wise or the amount of bundles. I'm just saying the length of the video is going to be so long. So we'll see what happens with this video, but obviously, once it's all edited out, I mean, I could just cut all the gameplay up, but you guys know me. I like showing you guys raw, uncut gameplay. Plus, with the time crunch I'm in, if I was a full-time YouTuber, I would cut up all the gameplays and stuff to lower the length of the video by a little bit. But unfortunately, I am not a full-time YouTuber, so I don't have the time to do that. But so we're gonna have like 10 full-length matches of this game, which is a lot. So but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when I get to editing. But this might have to be a 2-part video, which I mean I technically can do. No, man. I tried my best. Wow, okay. There we go. There is that guy down. Now, there is a guy above me, but I can't... Hello. No! Dang it, man. They jumped off of the roof. Crap. I did not anticipate that one. Okay. No guy right there. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Gonna wait for these guys to come through. There we go, there's one. I didn't even know you could shoot through that. Fair enough. I guess that guy's played this map a lot more than me. I did not even know you could shoot through that. Okay then. Keep that in mind next time I play this game. What the? Go ahead and get the guy in the corner. You... Hello. Oh! Nice try, buddy. Nice try. Alright, there's somebody in this room. Wow, that was close. 13 shots isn't very much. But I'm scared to reload. I'm just gonna reload. Okay, we're good. We're good. I was a little bit worried because... Don't get shot in the back. I was a little bit worried because I didn't know if there was going to be a second guy. Luckily, there was not, so we're good. Get inside. Oh my gosh. Outgunning a RPD is not very easy, so that was lucky. Alright. Hand cannon time. Still haven't switched to the war machine yet, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're good. There's one.
Cruise missile awaiting deployment.
Nope. Nice try, pal. Nice. Okay, who else wants some of this hand cannon? These guys... Nope, they're not over here anymore. Dang it, just missed that guy. There we go, there's the 10 gun streak. Alright, I'm gonna keep pushing. Push forward. Nice. There's the 11th kill. Back behind? No, I'm dead. From a guy camping, of course. That's always how it is, as I've mentioned that so many times. It's always how it is, though. Nice. I think we got the LMG guy. And there we go. Not too bad. 1 kill. Could always be worse. 20 and 6, not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Why? Why are you back there? The dedication, man. No, that's my care package. Not yours. Okay, I'm going to run into the middle and then call this in. This thing's going to get destroyed real quick. Just like what I said in my last gameplay, but whatever. I don't... It was a free attack chopper. I said that in that last gameplay as well. It's fine. I don't really care. You're not going to make me cry if that thing gets shot down. Oh, I got a kill, though. Yeah, buddy. Right before the air patrol took it out. And I'm stuck. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, we kept the 2 KD, which is always a good thing, but... Okay, 23 and 9. Let's see if we can get the 3. Not gonna happen. Gotta get 6 kills without dying. I guess it could happen. It's gonna have to be very, very lucky, though. Let's go ahead and head back over this way. This might be... Dang it. No! Darn it, man. 24 and 10, though. Not too bad of a score. We probably could have done a lot better, but... You know, it is what it is. We managed to keep the 2 KD. You guys know that's always what I care about. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed game number 2 out of the Biker Babes Reactive Bundle. And I will see you guys all in the final gameplay of this bundle. So I'll see you guys very, very shortly. Alright guys, and welcome into gameplay number 3. We are using the Violent Crash blueprint for the M60, which you guys can see right here. Also, I forgot to equip the weapon charm, so there it is.
We're in the lead.
Got it rocking on the class. Now, LMGs, I don't really use them that much in this game, as you guys know, but I don't really use LMGs that much in Call of Duty to begin with. They're slow, they're not my playstyle, and they're kind of annoying. So, we'll see how we can do. The M60 is a very fun weapon to use. As I said, it's not the best LMG in the game. It's probably the worst LMG in the game in all reality, but you know, it's fun to mess around with something that you never really use normally. So, that's why I love this Blueprint Review series. You guys know that. Throughout, you know, the middle to the end of Modern Warfare's life cycle, as well as in this game as well. The thing I loved so much about this series, and still do, is that not only do I use weapons I don't normally use, but also we use classes that I don't normally use, which is always an awesome thing. So, yeah, I definitely love this series. That's why I wanted to make such a special episode 100 for you guys. Again, I will have to split it into 2 parts, most likely, because, yeah, it's just going to be way too long if I don't do that. I mean, once I have all the gameplay compiled together in one video, I'll get a gist about how long the video is going to be. But I'm essentially throwing like 20 Blueprint Review episodes into one, which is a lot, obviously. What is this guy doing? What the?
Hostile spy plane established overhead. Multiple hostile spy planes detected.
What the heck? And then there was a guy that just spawned behind me. What is going on, man? Alright. Okay, they're back behind us now. Nice, there's 2 guys down. I'm just being careful. There we go. Still spawning over here? Don't think so. Think the spawns probably have flipped now. And I was right. Go ahead and call this in. Nice. There we go. There's the 5 streak. Nice.
Care package available.
Yes. Let's go. Does this have a Yes, it does have a fast mag. Beautiful. It's got a fast mag. You love to see that. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the gameplay map. You guys know that this is my gameplay map. No, R60. No. And the streak comes to an end. All right, let's go ahead and call this in. 1 kill. And 3 kills. Beautiful. You'll love to see it, man. You'll love to see it. Okay, I'm scared. Thank you, teammate. I had to do it. I just really did not want to die, so. Alright, hand cannon time. Again, I still haven't switched it yet, but it's okay because it's working. Alright, easy calling right there. And hand cannon time again. No one, eh? That's alright. And there we go. Alright, well, we got 4 kills with the hand cannon as well. 25 and 8. We're actually doing better with this blueprint than with the other one, which is kind of funny. But this is my gameplay map, so I'm not really surprised we're doing decently well on this map. Control the recoil? No. Not really gonna win that gunfight, unfortunately. Oh, someone's back over this way. Oh. Ooh. Most of the time, people don't go back up the stairs, so. Nice. Dang it, man. Craig, no shot. No shot. All right, now we're back down to doing as good as we did in the last video, maybe by the last gameplay, by like 2 kills. Okay. All right, run. Please don't die.
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
Oh my goodness. Back up. That guy almost destroyed us, but we're good. All right. Got the EKIA right there. Oh no. That is a sentry. If you control the recoil on this weapon, man, is it good. Yes, man. Let's go. And that's the game. 33 and 10. Wow, we actually did pretty good with that blueprint, man. If I get a 3 KD, you guys know I'm happy. Well, anyway, guys, that is going to be the conclusion. We've got to play the game as well. Got to show that off, of course. That is going to be the conclusion of the Biker Babes Reactive Bundle as far as gameplay goes. Now we're going to be jumping straight into the gameplay of the 3rd bundle, or the 4th bundle of this video, which I believe is the Runic something or other bundle. But yeah, as I said, I did make a disclaimer way early on in the video. But I was going to go ahead and jump into the gameplays now with those blueprints, and I'll see you guys all there. Guys, and welcome into the gameplay. We are using the Natural Wonder blueprint here, as well as here's the shotgun blueprint that I didn't show you guys. Honestly, it's might be the coolest looking blueprint so far within this bundle. But anyways, hopefully we can do well. I've basically tried my best to hit all bases in this video. Both reactive blueprints, tracer packs, and then a Mastercraft, which will come a little bit later in the video. Okay, whoops. There's an enemy right there. I didn't even notice. Okay. But the QBZ is honestly one of the better ARs in the game. It's like, it's pretty darn solid. It was a professional AR for a little bit, but then, it quickly got overtaken by the Krig. For obvious reasons, the Krig is amazing, but it was used in competitive Black Ops Cold War for a bit. Oh, that's really cool. If you guys can see, I mean, look at that. This is what the tracer effect does on this blueprint. When you shoot, it puts out a rune, which is kind of cool, honestly. It's really creative. Okay, let's see. Part of me looks like there's some guys over... Nope, never mind. Oh. Nice. And it's got a dismemberment effect as well, but I don't know what that looks like, so... All I know is that it's a pretty cool tracer effect. It would be kind of cool if it had like a effect in zombies. I mean, I don't know what that would be, but that would be kind of cool. Like the soul or the soul bow? Is that what it was called? Soul bow? Soul bow. Void bow. There we go. Void bow from Dreisendrack back in Black Ops 3. Oh no, please come back. Come on. Come on. Dang it, man. I'm getting so many hit markers. I'm feeling that damage range negative. I'm in trouble, man. I'm in their spawn. Let's go ahead and get that. Thank you very much. I don't know why that guy... Hello, there's another guy down. Wow, we're doing well. We are doing well. I like this blueprint a lot. I want to try... I need to get a shotgun kill, though. It's not going to happen right there. Let me do it right here. There we go. There's the one shotgun kill. Maybe we should... I'll try and get another one. Nice. There we go. All right. Beautiful. All right. Any more? Yes, there we go, man. There's the war machine. I did switch it now. I did switch the... Nice. There we go. There's another guy down. We're actually doing surprisingly well right now. I mean, not surprisingly well, but we're doing well right now. I'm taking it. I'm happily taking it. 14 and 16 and 4. Not too bad. I do wish I changed my calling card though. It doesn't really fit the bundle that much, but whatever. And there's a nice 3 kills. Perfect number. And care package time. There's the emblem with the bundle as well, which you guys can see. We're doing good so far though. We're doing good so far.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Ah, dang it, man. Another death machine. Alright, war machine time. War machine time. I'm not going to just randomly shoot it. I want to make sure I use it effectively. There's one guy. There's a hit marker. Let's run away. We were losing the game? How are we losing the game? Okay, I guess my teammates didn't really want to show up, I guess. But now they're showing up. We're 22 and 4 though. We are absolutely carrying my team so much right now. What the? Let's go, man. Beautiful. There's 5 guys down with the old war machine. See, the war machine is reliable. The war machine I always get at least two kills, maybe, but usually more than that. It's pretty darn good. It really is. And guys sitting in a corner. Nice, dude. Nice. Okay. Well, we're doing good, man. We are doing good. Something very, 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 very bad would have to happen for us to lose this gameplay. So, let's just keep it going. Okay, let's Let's go back over here. Nice. Let's go, dude. I'm in the zone right now. I'm in the zone. Okay, run. That was bad. Guess I'm not in the zone anymore. Okay, these should still be spawning over here. Never mind. They've probably flipped at this point. My teammates have pushed really far into their spawn, so... nope. Can't shoot through your teammates in Black Ops Cold War? Don't even want to risk that. Yeah, as I mentioned in the intro of this video, I will not be reviewing the shotgun blueprint. Don't really think... I mean, doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it is what it is. It's still part of the bundle, but I'm not going to review it because there's just really no point. It's a secondary. If shotguns were primaries, obviously, I would 100% cover it. But because it's a secondary, to cut down on the video length, I'm just not going to cover secondary blueprints within this video, which, I mean, is fine. So, dang it. Dang it, man. These guys started to back out, and one of the really bad habits I have with this game is when people start to back out, I get really greedy for kills, and then I start to die more than I want to. It's a really bad habit that I developed a long time ago, but... Was there somebody over here? I swear I heard someone. Back over this way? No. Ooh. Nice. Got myself another care package, and my teammates got a harp. Beautiful, man. And there we go. 34-8 gameplay there with the
Victory is sweet.
blueprint. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'll have to take a look at the name again because I actually forgot it already, but I can't show it right now. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that gameplay. I'll see you guys all in 2 seconds for the next gameplay, or with the next blueprint of this bundle. So I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so hello and welcome into the next game. You're using the Decomposer blueprint for the MP5. Hopefully we can do well. Now I will try and get a shotgun kill if the situation arises where I need to get the shotgun kill. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that happens or not. One. Come through that door, I dare ya. Okay, I just wanted to keep shooting just in case there was another guy there. Luckily there wasn't.
We've lost the lead.
What the? Ooh, that second guy I think might be pretty weak. I'm gonna see if I can... Yes, there we go. No, man, I tried to get him. Darn it, didn't work out. It's alright though. Good start though. 7-0. I'll take it. Go grenade. All the way across the map, please.
This isn't working.
Don't die. I'm trying to protect my care package at the moment. RCXD, really? Dang.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Wait, I think I destroyed that other guy's RCXD. Or no, I did not. I just wasted it. Dang it. Well. Hello. Hello, enemies. No, dang it, man. Shot in the back. That was really weird, though. I took... Dang it, man. 2 deaths in a row to the same guy. Sweating with the Krig.
Enemy spy plane found.
Nice. There we go. There's another guy. Let me help you, teammate. Okay, now I'm gonna run away. instantly. Oh my gosh. That was so close. Oh my, darn it, man. Alright. There's one. And we destroyed a field mic. Okay. That was random. I'll take it, though. Dang it. Crossbow. I wonder how close I am to... Never mind. I'm 1 kill away from my war machine. Alright. Okay. Alright, at least I didn't waste it. Nice. There's the... Oh my gosh, let's go. We're going in, man. What? Spawn protection. I have one more grenade left. Can I get a kill with it?
Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
Come on, I want 1 kill with this. No, dang it, just got a hit marker. Alright, well, I'll save my care package for when I die. And there we go. Man, I always get insta-deaths in this game. I rarely... Well, I shouldn't say rarely. A lot of the times I play this game, a lot of my deaths are just from insta-kill stuff, like snipers, crossbows, war machines, stuff like that. But, you know, it's just a reality of Call of Duty. It's been that way since COD 4. Getting sniped in COD 4 has been a thing forever. Just is what it is. And the spawns flipped on me, unfortunately, right as... Oh my gosh. Dang it. Again, I never really go I never really go the catwalk way because there's only one way down, one way out. So if you want to die, that's a great way to die, is going the catwalk route. Where are these? Oh my gosh, man. My teammates just killed pretty much the entire team right there. Jeez, man. Alright, looks like they're back down here. Anybody? Watch out, teammate. How? How did that guy know I was there? What? Come on, man. Really? I'd really like to get one more kill if I can. Yes, there we go. 31-9 gameplay there. Perfect, Katie. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that gameplay. That was quite a bit of fun there. But anyways, now we're going to go ahead and jump into the next final gameplay of the video. We're actually, we're up to the final gameplay of the video now with a Mastercraft bundle gameplay. So hopefully you guys get to enjoy that. The review for this bundle will be later in the video, as well as the bundle overview. And I'll see you guys all in the next gameplay. Alright guys, and welcome into the final gameplay of this portion of the video. Hopefully we can do well. We joined a little bit. I've actually joined about a quarter of the way through this game. So we'll see how... Oh, there was a guy laying prone there. I had no idea. I had no idea there was a guy there. It looked like a dead body at first. But this guy's in trouble now because... And he stuck me. That is my luck in Call of Duty. I swear. That is just my luck. Dang it, man. Wow. Thanks, teammate. Appreciate it. Go ahead and get rid of that. Come on. Thank you very much. There's that guy down. There should be... You should be able to get one more kill with this mag. This guy likes to lay prone. Alright, well, we got him. Dang it, man. The freaking RPD. It just got so much damage, man. It's a very, very, very difficult gun to play against. Well, rest in peace, teammate. What are you my gosh, dude. This is why I don't play TDM. But here's what the pistol blueprints, or pistol blueprint within this bundle looks like. Looks pretty darn cool, not gonna lie. I'm gonna try and get one kill with it here in this gameplay, just like what I've been doing with most of the secondary blueprints within this game throughout this video. I mean, I just have no idea how long this video is gonna be. I think it's gonna be like an hour or more with just gameplay alone, not counting reviews, bundle overviews, etc. So, as I said earlier in the video, it's probably going to end up being a 2-part series for episode 100 because I just bit off more than I could chew with one video. I mean, unless the video renders out properly and uploads properly, we're probably gonna have to split it into 2 parts. But I may not risk that. It really just depends on how long the video is. $50-round mag coming in clutch. Where is everyone? Okay, there's that guy down. I mean, these guys have been playing for almost 7 minutes, and the game's only half over. There's a lot of camping going on in this game. What are you doing, man? That guy's always laying prone. There we go. There's the one kill that I wanted to get. And we should be able to get that guy. There we go. Darn it. I stood no chance. You guys know already I didn't stand a chance there. Not against a sniper. Dang, no kills. That's a bummer. Okay, I'm not going to call my care package yet. I am going to call my war machine right now, though. Let's go ahead and head in there. See if we can get these guys. Imagine if that guy just turned around and sniped me. Nice. I knew that guy was camping up there, so I knew I was probably going to get the kill. Launch that over there. Got absolutely no one. But it's all good. Okay, there's a guy right here. What? I was gonna say, what happened to that grenade? Got that guy down as well. War Machine Man, what a great streak. It's always my go-to streak in this game. No question about it. Okay, I honestly may not even call in my care package. Because just doesn't seem like I want to waste the 1 minute we have left in this game. Ooh, that would have been kind of cool if that got a kill. Just seems like kind of a waste to waste so much time calling in a care package. That might give me a UAV. Alright. What's going on? Go ahead and reload this. I'm going to head over to my right. Oh, crap. I forgot about the enemy sentry.
Time is our enemy.
There we go. Man, these guys love to camp. What? Oh, my. I wonder if it was worth it for that guy to camp for 6,000 score. Or for 7,000 score. But anyways, 25 and 7. I think that's going to be the final score here unless I die again or get another kill, which is not going to happen. And there we go. I know it was a little bit of a quick gameplay there, but honestly, a quick gameplay with how long this video is going to be is absolutely fine. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the final gameplay within this crazy big episode 100 video. We're now going to be jumping into all of the reviews of every single weapon that we were talking about today. And then we're going to be jumping into the bundle overview. Obviously, there are timestamps for everything. I mean, this bundle has a timestamp at the end of the video, as well as just the inspect and the gameplay and the review, as well as the bundle overview and review as well will all be timestamped. So if you guys just want to watch this Mastercraft gameplay, you can jump right over to the review and everything like that. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed all of the gameplays. They were all relatively good. Not all of them were amazingly good, but most of them were pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with the gameplays that I got. I'll see you guys all in the review portion of the video. Alright guys, well, hello and welcome into the lobby. We're going to be starting off with the Mayan Malediction Mastercraft bundle first, or Mastercraft blueprint first. So starting off here with the attachments, we have ourselves the Fast Point Reflex Sight, the 7.4-inch Task Force Barrel, the GRU 5 milliwatt laser sight, the Spetsnaz 85 round mag, and finally we have ourselves the Duster stock. So now with the aesthetic, starting off with the aesthetic, I should say, the aesthetic is honestly really, really cool on this blueprint. Obviously, it is a Mastercraft blueprint. It's one of the second Mastercrafts that was added into the game, and I really have liked it since the beginning of the game. I just never bought the bundle because I just didn't really want to. But for this special video, I wanted to do an extra special thing for you guys, obviously. So definitely going to be getting a 10 out of 10 for me. A very, very good looking blueprint. And I really, really overall like it. Next, for the aesthetic or the practicality of this blueprint, honestly, the class didn't feel too bad in my gameplay when I was using it. I think my consistent KD with these blueprints was, or with this blueprint was a 2 KD, so it's not a bad class. Honestly, the only few things I would get rid of is probably get rid of the muzzle. I don't think it's real, or the optic, I should say, not really needed in my opinion. And then I would trade it in for an underbarrel or a muzzle because it doesn't have any recoil compensating attachments. But other than that, I would say that it is pretty good overall. You know, maybe this attachment is kind of useless as well, but you know, again, it wasn't a bad class. I actually liked this class quite a bit, and it definitely put in a lot of work in my opinion. Again, I would just make a few changes to it, so it's only going to be getting a 7 out of 10. And then last but not least, does this blueprint have a high longevity? So here's what it looks like with the gold camo, diamond, and then dark matter ultra, and then here's what it looks like with golden viper, Plague Diamond, and Dark Ethers. So the longevity for this blueprint is honestly not too high, I would say. I mean, it's higher than most blueprints, I would say, for a weapon like this, but still not super, super high. So unfortunately, it's going to be just getting a 6 out of 10 for me. So then finally, the final rating that this blueprint is going to be getting is a 7.6 out of 10, which isn't a bad blueprint. Honestly, it's one of the better ones. It's not too bad of a rating. It's not the best Mastercraft blueprint by any means, but it's still really, really cool, and I had a lot of fun using that, so pretty good score there. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and jump into the Aztec Assassin blueprint. So starting off here with the first attachment, we have ourselves the Cobra Red Dot Sight, the Muzzle Brake 5.56, the Front Grip, the Stanag 54 round drum, and finally the Serpent Wraps. So now that we have that out of the way, once again, we're going to go ahead and jump into the aesthetic. And I'm not going to say that every time because that's going to get very, very repetitive. So starting off here with the aesthetic is honestly really, really good on this blueprint as well. Looks like emerald. Like the emerald jewel itself just got mined and put right on this weapon. Looks very, very, very cool. Unfortunately, it's not a Mastercraft, so it's not going to get a 10 out of 10. It's going to get a 9 out of 10, though, because it looks absolutely awesome. Next, for the practicality, I honestly think that this blueprint is pretty practical. I wouldn't say it's the greatest blueprint ever, because it does have some pretty low-level attachments. And honestly, my biggest complaint with this blueprint is that it does not have a stock. In my opinion, if I were to make this blueprint over again, I would just get rid of the magazine completely and then put on a stock, because in all reality, And actually, I just put on the Raider pad and it did absolutely nothing to change the aesthetic, which is awesome. In all reality, the weapon felt slow in the gameplay. It was not my play style. It was a very campy, stay back blueprint, not a very rush friendly. With a stock on it, it would have been much better in my opinion. But unfortunately, because of the fact that it's quite a low level class anyways, and it just feels pretty slow, it's going to get docked down to just a 6 out of 10 with the practicality. But if, as I said, once you put the stock on there, it becomes much better and becomes a pretty solid blueprint. And then last but not least, what is the longevity of this blueprint? Honestly, for me personally, is pretty high. I'm going to show you guys the mastery camos again. Gold, diamond, dark matter ultra. Diamond completely changes the whole thing. And then golden viper, plague diamond, and then dark ether. So unfortunately, changes up the aesthetic quite a bit. But for me personally, this blueprint has a very high longevity for me. And the reason for that is that the aesthetic is really good. And because I don't have gold or diamond or dark matter for my weapons, I will probably, if I ever use the AUG, be using this Mastercraft blueprint. I'll probably get rid of the muzzle and make it the class that I want to, but I'll keep it pretty much intact because the aesthetic is really good. So the longevity is high for me personally because I don't have any of those high camos. So for me, in my personal rating, it's going to be getting an 8 out of 10 for its longevity. And then funnily enough, it's going to be getting the exact same rating as the last blueprint. That is completely random. That is just luck of the draw blueprint review. It's going to get a 7.6 out of 10 as well. Overall, definitely like this blueprint. Can definitely see myself using it quite a bit after this video. So there we go. All right, guys, and welcome into the lobby. We're taking a look at the Z74U blueprint for the AK-74U. So starting off here with the attachment, we have ourselves the KGB Eliminator muzzle. Then we have ourselves the 8.4-inch Cavalry Lancer barrel, the Spetsnaz grip, the taped mags, and then finally we have ourselves the Spetsnaz field grip. So now that all the attachments are out of the way, we can go ahead and jump to the aesthetic, practicality, and the worth. So starting off here with the aesthetic is going to be getting a 9 out of 10. It is a reactive blueprint, so it looks very cool. Definitely love the red, the final version with the red, but it's just an overall really good looking blueprint. It's been in the game for a very long time, and it just looks very cool in my personal opinion. So the aesthetic definitely gets a 9 out of 10. Next, for the practicality of this blueprint is also really good. Not only is it the AK-74U, which is a great SMG to begin with, but the class is also really solid in my opinion. The only attachment, though, that really doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever is the 8.4-inch Cavalry Lancer barrel. This barrel is, in my opinion, useless. I never use this barrel because I'm not going to be trying to shoot down score streaks with an AK-74U. It just doesn't make any sense to me. In all reality, if I were to make this bundle out or this blueprint, I'd probably add this barrel or maybe even this one or this one, or any barrel except for the Cavalry Lancer barrel. The Cavalry Lancer barrel just doesn't make any sense to me, but the rest of the attachments are really good. I just love the rest of the attachments. So as far as practicality goes for this blueprint, definitely going to get an 8 out of 10. It would get a higher rating if the Cavalry Lancer barrel did not exist, but still a pretty darn solid blueprint as well. And then last but not least, what is the longevity of this blueprint? I mean, I think you guys already can kind of guess what the longevity of this blueprint is going to be. It's going to be very high because this blueprint is very used. Is used a lot still. It's used in competitive play from what I've seen, and it's definitely a blueprint I can see myself using. And just in case you guys are curious, here's what it does look like with the mastery camos: gold, diamond, and dark matter ultra. Personally, I would never put any of the mastery camos on this blueprint because it's reactive, so you're not really supposed to put camos on it. Plus, it didn't really look that good anyways. But anyways, the final rating that this blueprint is going to be getting is an 8.6 out of 10, which is a very solid blueprint, way above average. You're going to do well with it. I mean, you guys saw from the gameplay that I did well, but obviously that was a lucky game. But overall, it's still a pretty solid blueprint, so it definitely gets a rating that it deserves, which is definitely a good rating. Alright guys, and welcome into the lobby. We're taking a look at the Clutch Play blueprint for the CARV2, which is a tactical rifle, of course. So starting off here with the attachments, we have ourselves the Hawksmoor sight. Then we have ourselves the 23.6-inch match grade barrel. Then we have ourselves the Tiger Team spotlight, the Field Agent foregrip, And finally, we have ourselves the airborne elastic wrap. So now that that is all out of the way, we can go ahead and jump into the aesthetic, practicality, and the longevity. So starting off here with the aesthetic is going to get, once again, a 10 out of 10 for this blueprint. And the main reason for that, of course, is that it is a reactive blueprint. I really like the aesthetic. It looks very, very cool, especially when you get to the final version, which you guys can see right there. So a 9 out of 10 is definitely fair. Obviously, a 10 out of 10 takes quite a bit of an absolutely amazing blueprint to get that high of a rating, but still a 9 out of 10 is a pretty darn good score, so really, really like this blueprint. Next, for the practicality, this is honestly a very, very, very good class for this blueprint. I really like it. It did pretty well on the map that it's in. I really do like this tactical rifle a lot. I think it's pretty darn good, and the class is really good as well. I mean, maybe I would replace maybe this attachment for a stock, but that's really the only thing I can really nitpick about this class. I just overall really like it. I mean, the sight, I guess, is also not super necessary. I mean, maybe if I were to actually use this class in game, I'd probably get rid of the sight and maybe put on a muzzle, or maybe get rid of the Tiger Team Spotlight and put on a stock, something like that, just to make the blueprint a little bit better. But overall, it's still a really strong class, and it definitely will probably be getting a 8 out of 10 for me as well. And then last but not least, what is the longevity of this blueprint? Well, for me personally, it's pretty high. It's pretty high. I think I will definitely be using this blueprint a lot whenever I use this weapon, because I don't have gold camo or anything like that. By the way, here's what the camos look like with it: gold, diamond, and dark matter ultra. Definitely don't recommend using any mastery camos at all on this blueprint. But yeah, I don't have any mastery camos, so whenever I'm going to use the CAR V2, I'm probably going to be using this as my class, so that is going to be getting a 9 out of 10 as well. And then final rating is going to be an 8.6 out of 10. Very, very solid blueprint. Like it a lot. And that is the review for the Clutch Play blueprint. Now jumping in here to the other blueprints within this bundle, we have ourselves the Silent Collision blueprint for the MP5, as well as the Violent Crash blueprint for the M60. So starting off with the Silent Collision, we have ourselves the Diamond Back Reflex Sight, the Sound Suppressor, the 10.1-inch Cavalry Lancer Barrel, the Mounted Flashlight, and finally we have ourselves the SAS Combat Stock. So jumping in here with the aesthetic, we have, it's pretty cool. I really do like the aesthetic. It's bright, it's colorful, it looks very, very cool. Personally, I probably won't use this blueprint too much with the aesthetic, just because it's just not really my color and stuff like that. Just don't really think, I mean, the aesthetic is nice and bright and colorful, which is awesome, but I mean, it looks very, very cool, obviously. So it's going to be getting an 8 out of 10 for me as far as the aesthetic goes. Practicality wise, looking at the attachments, not really that good. I mean, we did it good with it in the gameplay. We got a 2KD, but in all reality, it's just not that great of a blueprint. I don't really see myself using this very much, which I guess is more of a longevity thing. But practicality wise, it's just not really that good. I mean, it is the MP5, which is still a pretty solid SMG in general, but it doesn't have an underbarrel, which is a bad thing. It doesn't have a magazine, which is a bad thing, and it doesn't have a handle either, but I guess the handle isn't super necessary. But you know, the fact that it doesn't have a magazine or an underbarrel means you're going to be reloading a lot, and the MP5 does have a pretty slow reload. So the practicality is going to be getting a 6 out of 10 for me. It's not terrible, but it's not a 7 out of 10, and it's not just average. So it's going to get a 6 out of 10 for me. And then the longevity. What is the longevity of this blueprint? Here's what it looks like with the camos. I actually do have diamond and gold. So here's what gold looks like, and here's what diamond looks like. I mean, it looks all right, but I probably won't be using a mastery camo on this thing, only because it just takes away a lot of the blueprint. But there's what the camos look like. As far as longevity goes, can't really see anyone using this blueprint too much. Never really ran into it, so it's going to be getting a low rating, especially because the class isn't very good. I mean, I don't know why they keep making blueprints with the 10.1-inch Cavalry Lancer Barrel, or the Cavalry Lancer Barrel in general. No one uses this barrel at all, ever. So it's not really that useful. So the longevity is going to be getting a 4 out of 10. So then, of course, this is going to be getting a 6 even out of 10, which isn't too bad of a blueprint, but it definitely would be better if it was up to me. And then last but not least, we have ourselves the Violent Crash blueprint for the M60. So we have ourselves the Silix Hollow Scout sight, the Muzzle Brake 7.62, the SOR cut down barrel, the salvo 125 round fast mag, and then we have ourselves the airborne elastic wrap. So jumping in here with the aesthetic is going to be getting the same exact rating as the last blueprint, an 8 out of 10, because it looks pretty much identical. It looks bright and colorful, looks pretty cool, and is overall a nice looking weapon. Next, for the practicality, honestly, not too bad of a class with this weapon at all. There's a few things that I might change, probably get rid, I'd probably keep the optic on it. You know what, actually, there's not really much I would change. I think it's a pretty solid class. Maybe I might get rid of either the muzzle or maybe the magazine, because I think this thing has 70 rounds base for probably a grip that makes the weapon a little bit faster. But other than that, it's a pretty good weapon, I would say. Practicality wise, it's a good blueprint. Again, it's not anything amazing. It's not like the best class with the M60, and you also have to keep in mind that it is the M60, so I am going to have to probably give it a 6 out of 10 once again, only because I just don't think it's quite to the 7, and it's above average in my opinion, so another 14 out of 10. And then unfortunately, once again, the longevity is going to be pretty low on this thing. It's the M60. No one's going to really use this. I think I've ran into maybe like 5 M60s the entire time I played this game. I just don't really see people using this that much, so the longevity is only going to be getting a 4 out of 10, because as you guys know, once again, it is above average, or it is below average, because it's just not going to be used that often. So once again, funnily enough, I did the exact same rating. That was just completely random. This blueprint is also going to be getting a 6 out of 10, which is kind of low, unfortunately. Alright guys, and welcome into the review portion of the video. You're taking a look at both of the Runic Demise blueprints, and we're going to be starting off with the Natural Wonder blueprint. So starting off here at the first attachment, we have ourselves the Agency Suppressor, then we have ourselves the SFOD Speed Grip, the 40 round Speed Mag, the Field Tape, and finally we have ourselves the Raider Stock. So jumping in here with the aesthetic is actually really, really cool. I like it a lot. Might be one of my favorite blueprints in the game, solely just based off of how cool it looks. I just really like the glowing little bits of the runes on both the suppressor and the mag, as well as the top rail, and even the little reload thing. Those looks very, very cool. This could easily be a Mastercraft blueprint, so I'm going to do a rare thing, and I'm going to be giving a base blueprint a 9 out of 10 rating for the aesthetic. It looks really, really cool, and I really overall like it a lot. Next, for the practicality, I really like this class, a lot. I think it is a very, very, very solid class. The only thing I can see myself changing is maybe getting rid of the handle for a better handle, or getting rid of the mag for a barrel. But other than that, it's a super, super solid class. You guys saw by the gameplay, we did pretty darn well, so the class is going to be getting a 9 out of 10 as well. And then last but not least, what is the longevity of this blueprint? Personally, for me, I can see myself using this blueprint quite a bit. I don't really run into this game this gun all that much, but I think that's mostly because people don't really buy bundles in Black Ops Cold War. But I can easily see myself using this blueprint quite a bit in my gameplay. Here's what gold camo and diamond camo look like on this blueprint. Honestly, I'd probably not even put a camo on it, because I think it looks really, really cool. But for me, personally, the longevity for this blueprint is going to be high. Not super, super high, but I can definitely see myself using this every once in a while if I want to mix up my QBZ, so that's going to be getting a 7 out of 10. And the final rating for this blueprint is going to be getting an 8.3 out of 10. Overall, a very, very solid score for this blueprint, which is pretty dang awesome. Now jumping in here with the Decomposer blueprint, unfortunately this one is a little bit worse. It's just not quite as good as the other one. But anyway, starting off here with the attachment, we have ourselves the Millstop Reflex Sight, the 9.5 inch Ranger barrel, the Salvo 40 round fast mag, the Speed Tape, and finally we have ourselves the Duster Stock. So jumping in here with the aesthetic, once again, this is going to be getting the same rating as the other blueprint. I think it looks just as cool, so a 9 out of 10. Really, really like it. Again, the glowing runes on both the mag as well as other parts of the weapon makes it look very, very cool. So 9 out of 10 for the aesthetic. Next, for the practicality, this is where this blueprint is separated from the first one. Unfortunately, it's not quite as good as the other one. Just the class the class is just not quite as good. I mean, the Millstop Reflex Sight is pointless in my opinion. The barrel is pretty good. The rest of the attachments are good, except for the stock and the sight. I think if they put on a better stock, like either the no stock or, you know, some other good stock, and then put on an underbarrel, I think the class would be a lot better. But because that's not the case, the base blueprint itself is just going to be getting a 5 out of 10. The class is just average. It's not terrible, but it's not really that good either. And now, last but not least, what is the longevity of this blueprint? Honestly, it's not too bad. Let me go ahead and equip the camo once again, just show you guys. Here's gold, diamond, and then dark matter ultra. Diamond actually looks pretty good on it, so I can actually see myself using that. Once again, for me, the longevity of this blueprint is going to be high once again, because I can see myself using this MP5 blueprint after this video. I would change the class up a little bit, but I can see myself using it as well after this video is done, so that's going to once again get another 7 out of 10. And then the final rating for this is going to be an even 7 out of 10, which is still not a bad blueprint. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this portion of the video, taking a look at reviewing both of the blueprints for the Runic Demise Tracer Pack bundle. And now we're going to be jumping into the bundle overview, so I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so welcome into the lobby. We're taking a look at the Phoenix Inferno Mastercraft blueprint for the QBZ. We're going to go ahead and go through all of the attachments and then talk about the practicality, or the aesthetic, practicality, and the longevity. You guys know this by now. If you made it this far in the video, you've already watched a ton of reviews. So anyway, starting off here with the first attachment, we have ourselves the Axial Arms, 3X sight. Then we have ourselves the SOCOM Eliminator muzzle, the SVOD speed grip, the Stanag 50 round drum, and finally we have ourselves the Raider stock. So now that is all out of the way, we can go ahead and jump into the aesthetic, practicality, and the longevity. Starting off here with the aesthetic, this weapon is obviously going to be getting a no doubt 10 out of 10. Beautiful looking blueprint, absolutely incredible. One of the coolest looking blueprints in the game, maybe the third best, I would say. It just looks absolutely awesome. No question. Need I say more? 10 out of 10, no question about it. Next, for the practicality, not a bad class. Honestly, not a bad class. The only thing that I have to critique about this class is the sight. The sight is not necessary at all. I probably will never use the sight. I'm going to use this blueprint a lot, which kind of spoils the longevity part. But if I do, I'm going to put a barrel on. Most likely, probably that one or this one. Probably this one. And there we go. It doesn't take away from the aesthetic at all, and I have a great class. So as far as practicality goes, I only have one doc to say about it, so it's going to get an 8 out of 10. And then last but not least, what is the longevity of this blueprint? Well, for me, it's extremely high. I mean, I will be rocking this a lot. But in case you guys are curious, here's what the Master Camos look like. Gold, diamond, doesn't look too bad. And then dark matter ultra, doesn't look good at all. Then as far as zombies goes, golden viper, plague diamond, and then dark ether, which looks a lot better than dark matter ultra, but still not really that good. Honestly, I'd probably leave the blueprint how it is. But the longevity is still very high. Honestly, if I ever use the QBZ, I do have diamond camo for it. But if I ever use the QBZ, I'm probably going to use this class, which you guys see right here. It looks absolutely incredible. So the longevity is going to be getting a 9 out of 10 for me as well. And then divided by 3, obviously, is a 9 out of 10 is the final rating for this blueprint, which is obviously the best way to end this video. This is an absolutely incredible blueprint. Looks super, super awesome. And definitely deserves a very high rating. But anyways, now that that is done, we're now going to be jumping over to all of the bundles, the overview of the bundle, and whether or not I feel like the bundle is worthwhile. So we're going to jump into that portion of the video now, and I'll see you guys all there. And then last but not least, is this bundle worth it? So coming over here to the Montezuma's Curse Mastercraft bundle, is this worth it? Again, you guys already saw this stuff in the beginning of the video. Here's the Mastercraft, here is the main blueprint, and then here's everything else that comes with it. Honestly, I think this was a 2,000 COD point bundle, so I would honestly say that for everything that you get within this bundle, it is worth it. It's a blueprint-only bundle. It doesn't come with a skin or anything that ups the price. So overall, I would definitely say that is worth it. So, honestly, I would definitely pick up this blueprint or this bundle if you like the Bullfrog and everything like that. But anyway, guys, I just want to do it for this beginning part of the video. We're now going to be jumping over to the next Mastercraft bundle, which is going to be the Reactive Maxis Operator bundle. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying the video so far. Hopefully it's not been too long. And I'll see you guys all in bundle number 2. A lot of you guys probably already know this bundle because, again, as I said, it's been in the game for a very, very long time. But anyways, we're going to go through it nonetheless once again for you guys, so you guys can take a look at it also. But anyways, we have ourselves the Dark Ether skin for Maxis once again, which you guys can see right here whenever it pops up. Sometimes it takes a while, unfortunately. Okay, but for some reason it didn't want to pop up, so we'll see if it... There we go. There's the skin in-game for you guys. Again, I like the skin. It looks pretty cool. I can definitely see myself using it, at least for a little bit, within Black Ops Cold War. But again, here's all the blueprints, the Z74U that we just used in this video, the neutralizer. The shotgun's pretty good. Again, I did get that 1 kill in that gameplay. It's pretty good. It's definitely an aim-down sight type of shotgun, which I can't see myself really using that much, but it's still pretty cool for what it is. We also have, of course, the finishing move, which I'll show you guys once again. And then we have ourselves all this other stuff here. Really like the emblem. Can definitely see myself using this a ton. And then the calling card is pretty cool as well. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this bundle here in the video. If I were to say if this is worth it or not, I would say depends on if you like the Samantha Maxis operator. If you use this operator a ton, then I would say it's worth it. If you never really use it, I would say probably not. But then again, the blueprint is really good. And it's one of the first reactive blueprints in the game, so it's kind of cool to have the Z74U blueprint just to have, because it's kind of rare, I guess, if you've been playing the game the whole year. So, but again, personal preference when it comes to bundles is always the most important thing that I always say. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed bundle number 2 of this video. I have no idea how long this video is by now, probably well over 30 minutes to an hour. Hopefully it's not an hour, because then we would have to probably split up episode 100 into 2 parts. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump over to the Biker Babes Reactive bundle next here in the series. So yeah, I will see you guys all there. Bundle once again, and then take a look at the bundle in its entirety. So starting off here with the first blueprint, we have ourselves the Clutch Play Reactive, of course, for the CARV2. We have ourselves the Silent Collision blueprint, the Violent Crash blueprint. Then we have ourselves the Virtual Simulator Weapon Charm. We have ourselves the Roundabout Reticle, the Biker Babe calling card, which you guys can see right here, as well as the Bust Back calling card once again. And we have ourselves the Star Babe emblem. So, is this bundle worth buying? In all reality, it is definitely more of, I would say this is more of a girl, a bundle that's made mostly for female players of Call of Duty. I personally can't see myself really using any of these other blueprints except for this one. I will definitely be using the Clutch Play blueprint a lot when I play this game, because it's, number one, a really good class, and number two, I really like the CARV2, and I want to have a cool looking blueprint with it. So I can definitely see myself using this a lot. If you guys like reactive bundles in this game, if you're a collector of bundles within Black Ops Cold War, this is definitely worth it for you. Me, it wasn't really that worth it for me. I definitely held off on buying this bundle because I obviously am using it in this episode 100 video. But in all reality, I probably wouldn't have bought this if I wasn't doing this series, so take that with what you will. But again, all up to personal preference. If you like the bundle, buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But if you like the CRV2, once again, buy it. But yeah, in all reality, it's up to you. Personal preference is always what I say. Would I recommend buying it? Again, if you're a female Call of Duty player, probably I would say buy it. If you're not, like me, or you just like the reactive blueprints, then yes, definitely buy it. But again, personal preference, which I've said about 10 times already. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this portion of the video. We are now going to be jumping into the Runic Demise bundle now here in this video. But again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to be doing gameplay or inspects first of all the blueprints within this entire video. Then we're going to be jumping into the gameplays of every blueprint. Then we're going to be jumping into the reviews of every blueprint. And then we're going to be jumping into the bundles and whether or not they're worth it at the very, very end of the video. So anyways, we're going to be jumping into the Tracer Runic Demise now. And I'll see you guys all in the bundle review. Alright guys, and welcome here to the bundle. Here is once again another look at the bundle. We have ourselves the Natural Wonder blueprint for the QBZ, the Decomposer blueprint for the MP5, and the Tree Branch blueprint for the shotgun. We also have ourselves the Reclaimed Vehicle skin, the Fertilizer watch. We have ourselves the Nature's Call vehicle horn, which you guys can hear right here. Then we have ourselves the Death Runes emblem, the Love Ya gesture, and then finally the Deep Cuts finishing move. Alright, so now that is all out of the way, we can go ahead and talk about whether or not this bundle is worth it. So, again, In my opinion, this bundle, I really like this bundle a lot. I think the Tracer Pack looks very, very cool. Both of the blueprints are super, super good, both looking and playing, as well as the secondary is pretty reliable as well. Overall, I really like this bundle. I think it's awesome. There's a reason that I wanted to use it in this video, because I think it looks really, really cool. Again, when it comes to bundles, it's always up to personal preference. I think this was like an 1800 COD point bundle or something like that. So it's always up to the player if they like it or not. The tracer packs are really cool. Same with the dismemberment effect. I can see myself using these blueprints a lot. I really just overall really like this bundle. I think it's pretty darn awesome. But again, it comes down to personal preference. If you like the QBZ and the MP5, then it's a bundle for you. If you don't care about any of these weapons at all, then it's obviously not for you. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this next bundle. We're probably going to be jumping now into the final bundle overview of the video. So I will see you guys all there. All right, guys, so welcome into the lobby. We're taking a look at the Phoenix Inferno Mastercraft blueprint for the QBZ. We're going to go ahead and go through all of the attachments and then talk about the practicality, or the aesthetic, practicality, and the longevity. You guys know this by now. If you made it this far in the video, you've already watched a ton of reviews. So, anyways, starting off here with the first attachment, we have ourselves the Axial Arms, 3X Sight. Then we have ourselves the SOCOM Eliminator Muzzle, the SFOD Speed Grip, the Stanag 50 round drum, and finally we have ourselves the Raider stock. So now that is all out of the way, we can go ahead and jump into the aesthetic, practicality, and the longevity. Starting off here with the aesthetic, this weapon is obviously going to be getting a no doubt 10 out of 10. Beautiful looking blueprint, absolutely incredible. One of the coolest looking blueprints in the game, maybe the third best, I would say. It just looks absolutely awesome. No question. Need I say more? 10 out of 10, no question about it. Next, for the practicality, not a bad class. Honestly, not a bad class. The only thing that I have to critique about this class is the sight. The sight is not necessary at all. I probably will never use the sight. I'm going to use this blueprint a lot, which kind of spoils the longevity part. But if I do, I'm going to put a barrel on. Most likely, probably that one or this one. Probably this one. And there we go. It doesn't take away from the aesthetic at all, and I have a great class. So, as far as practicality goes, I only have one doc to say about it, so it's going to get an 8 out of 10. And then last but not least, what is the longevity of this blueprint? Well, for me, it's extremely high. I mean, I will be rocking this a lot. But in case you guys are curious, here's what the Master Camos look like. Gold, Diamond, doesn't look too bad. And then Dark Matter Ultra, doesn't look good at all. Then, as far as zombies goes, Golden Viper, Plague Diamond, and then Dark Ether, which looks a lot better than Dark Matter Ultra, but still not really that good. Honestly, I'd probably leave the blueprint how it is. But the longevity is still very high. Honestly, if I ever use the QBZ, I do have Diamond Camo for it. But if I ever use a QBZ, I'm probably going to use this class, which you guys see right here. It looks absolutely incredible. So the longevity is going to be getting a 9 out of 10 for me as well. And then divided by 3, obviously, is a 9 out of 10 is the final rating for this blueprint, which is obviously the best way to end this video. This is an absolutely incredible blueprint. Looks super, super awesome. And definitely deserves a very high rating. But anyways, now that that is done, we're now going to be jumping over to all of the bundles, the overview of the bundle, and whether or not I feel like the bundle is worthwhile. So we're going to jump into that portion of the video now, and I'll see you guys all there. Alright guys, so here is a look at the final bundle within this massive video. 5 bundles, so many blueprints, I even lost count. Biggest video of my life. So anyways, we have ourselves the Tracer Pack Firestorm Maxis Mastercraft bundle, which is where we get ourselves this weapon. So it comes with, obviously, the Phoenix Mastercraft blueprint, as well as the Firebrand blueprint for the Demise, the Heat Seeker skin for Maxis, the Phoenix Gem Charm, the Immolated Souls watch, the Combustion vehicle skin, the Rebirth vehicle horn, which you guys can hear right here, then we have ourselves the Firestorm emblem and the From the Flames calling card. So now that that is all done, we're going to go ahead and talk about whether or not this bundle is worth it. And in my opinion, this bundle is absolutely worth it. For this blueprint alone, absolutely, I would say that this is worth it. This is a Mastercraft that looks absolutely incredible. And as you guys saw from the review, got a super, super high rating. highly recommend getting this bundle if you guys have the 2,400 counterpoints, I think is what it costs. I mean, and plus the Maxis skin is pretty cool. But obviously, once again, with like all of these bundles with this entire video, it's all up to personal preference. Black Ops Cold War is coming to its end. And if you don't like this class, then obviously, or if you don't like the weapon or anything like that, then this bundle might not be for you. But for me, it was absolutely worth it, no question. One of the coolest bundles in the game, one of the coolest Mastercrafts in the game. Really, really like it. So if you have the money and you want to get it, I would say it's 110% worth it. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for episode 100 of Blueprint Review. I told you guys when I set out to make this video that it was going to be a big one. I still haven't decided if I'm going to split it into 2 parts yet or not. When it's all edited, everything like that, that's when I will know whether or not it has to be 2 parts or if it's just going to be one massively long video. We'll have to see. If I remember right, any video over an hour and a half on YouTube for me won't upload properly, so I might just do it into 2 parts so I don't have to worry about something not working. But anyway, guys, if you watched even 5 minutes of this video, I can't thank you guys enough. As I said in the beginning of the intro, this is literally the only, this is something, Blueprint Review is the only thing that's keeping my channel relevant, keeping my channel even something that's worth people going to. If I didn't make these videos, I don't think my channel would be where it is right now. By taking a look at bundles and blueprints within Call of Duty, reviewing them in depth and everything like that, people watch the videos. And again, if you guys watched even 1 minute of any of these videos or even just gave me 1 view within a Blueprint Review videos, I can't thank you guys enough. But yeah, episode 100, definitely a big special one for you guys. We're going to be jumping into episode 101 with something that's not quite as crazy, not quite as long, but I just had to do something special for you guys for episode 100, and I do not regret it at all. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this massively long video. If you guys did, a like rating is always appreciated. If you want to check out any of my other previous Blueprint Review videos, they will all be linked down below in the playlist in the description, as well as my previous Blueprint Review video will be at the end of the video as well. And I'll see you guys all on another Black Ops Cold War video very, very soon.